Yes, we are back with part 2 of the Birel R31 restoration series. As you can see, we have done a lot of work behind the camera, meaning that the chassis is painted, all the parts have been prepared. The day has finally come when we finally start putting everything back together and make the Birel ready for hitting the track once more. So guys, all the hard work we put in the last episode when removing all the old paint has really paid off. We have sent the chassis off to a proper powder coating company. So now the finish is 100%. It's in every little detail, all the tight spaces, perfect. So I'm really glad, and the red new paint looks absolutely stunning. There's not a lot of bare aluminum parts. But of course the pedals are bare aluminum. We have them hand polished. It looks really good. It's nice to bring back the old ones to this shiny new look. And looking at the chrome parts, we have had them hand polished, so a bit more careful compared to the aluminum parts. But as you can see, they have turned out as new, which is better than I would have hoped for. And of course, these ones as well. As you can see, they are close to perfect, small battle scars, but when you not refurbish them entirely, I think this is perfect. Of course, new bearings are standard, the size of them, so it's quite easy to find. But one of the parts that have been quite difficult to find is the pencil bar. The old one was totally worn out in the mounting holes here, so I needed to get a new one. So this one we ordered from England actually. So a bit more of a hassle to bring it home, but worth it, definitely. Looks really good, new chrome. As you can see, it suits the old chrome really well, because the old chrome is in such good condition. The brake disc carrier we have had in the we have had it blasted with glass. Of course, not in the what do you say, the mounting surface, but all other parts of it. And as you can see, looks really good. And even though it's not anodized as for the sprocket carrier, I think they go quite good together. And the same thing goes for the bearing carriers here as well. These we have just cleaned up and had a little bit of a hand polish on them. I think they were in such good condition, so we didn't need to redo them completely. And of course, from a budget point of view, I was quite thankful as well, because anodization is not cheap, I'll tell you that. And as for the free line rims that came with the Kart, we had them blasted and then we have had them repainted. As you can see, they are as good as new. Magnesium, so they are really light. And depending on in what conditions we drive, of course, we're gonna switch to different rims and so on, but I don't think it's gonna matter that much in the beginning. As we know, the driving needs to improve before we can feel all the differences in what rims we use. But look-wise, they're really good. I think gonna suit really well to the red and the blue. And luckily these days, new stickers for the plastics isn't that hard to come by. These we found also in a company in England who have them at fairly reasonable price, I would say. So we went for this look. Birel changed the look quite often during the 90s, but I think from what I've tried to understand, this is the correct one for the period we are going after with this chassis. And of course, all the small little details, motorsport. We're gonna run a Vortex in the beginning, so we're gonna have Vortex stickers. IBEA, because as you know, we have an IBEA. Oh, maybe I haven't shown this actually. So we have bought an IBEA L3 to cope with the regulations for the competitions we're gonna enter this year. So this is really good. We have had it, the entire engine and the carburetor have been restored and checked by FL Racing, which is Lucas and Fab's new racing business. So the carburetor and the engine are built to be a rocket ship. Okay, so as you can see, we have all the parts prepared, and even though everything is cleaned and everything is bolt on at this point, we have a lot of work to do, so it's about time to get going. Even though we're taking everything apart once before, it still feels like a trial and error process when putting everything back together, remembering how it was, changing the things that wasn't correct, and yeah, making it just the way it should be. But the process is going quite good so far, a little bit slower than I anticipated, but that's always. Next up, putting on all the steering things. Okay, so time for the rear bumper. So I bought two new mounting kits that we're gonna use. But for the Birel chassis, the mounting setup is a bit different compared to the Tony Kart, for example. So in this kit, let's see here. Oops. We have this machine part here. It fits very nicely into this diameter of tubing. This we can't use because, well, it does fit here, but on the rear bumper here, it's flat here. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use the old one, who is still also very nice, fits nice in the tube, and we're gonna use the rest of the parts for the fitting kit. But I think it's going to be really nice, and of course we're going to reuse the nice blue touch there as well. Let's go. Okay, so on to the next bit. It's time to attack the brake system. And this chassis is running the brake caliper called the banana, and it's named after the shape. Got a lot of parts compared to a conventional brake caliper. So I'll show you guys a close-up when we assemble it. Yeah. So here we have it, and as you can see, a lot of small parts for this banana brake caliper. We have the bracket holding in the entire assembly, brackets for the brake calipers. We have springs, we have small rods connecting all the different linkages, and of course the slave cylinder sitting on top of the bracket, and the master brake cylinder as well. These two, I've replaced all the seals and checked and controlled all the surfaces within them. I didn't do it on camera because, you know, using the installation grease is not the best when operating with the camera. So I hope you guys are okay with that. If you guys would like to see a in-depth detailed renovation of a slave cylinder or a master cylinder, let me know down in the comments. But for now, I think, yeah, we can be sure that everything is 100% with these ones at the moment. Of course, we have all of the old parts here. I find it quite good and useful to save all the old parts, even though we have bought everything new, just in case something is different and we need to check how it was originally, or if something is missing in the kit we have bought, and so on. So the brake caliper is completed and it turned out really nice, if I may say so myself. Clean and fresh look. So let's mount it to the cart. We have been quite lucky actually, because we managed to trade ourselves to a NASA panel with the classic look, the more sharp one, similar to the one we have fitted on the Tony Kart. There are new ones that you can buy, but they have the slightly more early 2000 look with a more curved shape. It's super nice as well, but I think this one suits the era a little bit better. So now we're gonna drill some new holes here on the side and make it fit nicely. So I decided to fit the rims to get a feel of where we can place the side pod. Now there is a marking here, which helps us get it in the right place, but also just to get a feel if that is the correct marking, because the marking is a generic one and each chassis is a little bit different. So I think this will help. So fitting the seat to the chassis when it's lying like this, it's actually fairly easy, because since the chassis is lying on the bench, the surface of the bench will be the correct height of which we would like to have the seat, which is just in the same height as the bottom of the tubing of the chassis. So right now it's in the right level. The second part is, of course, adding all the mounts to it. We have these blue safety washers, which will go on each side, but we will also have to have some spaces here because the seat is a little bit smaller than the actual mounting points. So that is the next step. I think it will be fairly easy. One of the best parts, putting on the stickers. Let's go. That is pretty. Okay, let's start looking at the business end of the Kart, the engine. So on the Birel, we will be running a Vortex VL98, which is an evolution of the Vortex VL95, which we've been running on the Tony Kart last season. As you guys know, the Vortex VL95 ran flawlessly during the entire last season. So we hope that the VL95 is just as good. The Vortex VL98 engine has been completely restored and tuned by FL Racing, so Fabbe and Lucas down in the south of Sweden. They have helped us out tremendously with this Vortex VL98. If you want to see how that process looks, all the different steps of making or race prepping an engine like this, make sure to check out Lucas' YouTube channel. I'll link to it somewhere here in the frame. Super happy to have an evolution of the VL95 because I really like this engine, and I think this looks even more aggressive just visually. It's time to place it on the kart, and I can't wait to see how it looks. Okay guys, So we need to cut this episode a bit short because we're still missing the last few bits to get completely ready. But so far it's looking even better than I would have hoped for. The Vortex VL98 really comes into place together with the red design of the Birel Kart. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you think of this video down in the comments. Next time we see each other, we will be hitting the track with the Birel and of course with the Tony Kart as well, and see the differences between the two chassis. Until next time, take care.